Great. Baruch Hashem, we're dedicating the Shiur for the complete health of Refuah Shlema of Ra'anan Shimon ben Elinor. Bore Olam, going to cancel all judgments, just going to reveal His kindness on this person and the rest of Am Yisrael. Amen. Torah Lamed Chet 38 Likutei Moran. Rabbeinu is teaching us about Merkevot Paro v'Chelo Yara B'Yam Suf, that Hashem Yitbarach, He Himself is shooting down all of the enemies of Am Yisrael, and while they're falling down, we see them, so we're afraid. We think, oh, they're coming to attack me, oh, they're coming to damage. The truth is that no one can hurt you, no one can harm you, no one can touch you. Like that we're saying in Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat, that it's good to thank Hashem and to praise Hashem and to see the glory, the greatness of Hashem Yitbarach. And before Reshaim Kemo Esev, the verse David HaMelech is saying over there that only a silly person, a stupid person, an ignorant person cannot see, cannot understand that when he sees their evil people growing and succeeding and expanding, it's only because they're about to die. So every person is going to say, well, what do you mean? I see them growing, I see them succeeding, I see them getting stronger, and you tell me that they're going to die. So it's hard to believe even. You see darkness is spreading in the world, and you see, but the power of one candle, you can starve all day, you can fast all day, and if you're going to receive one fruit, or one cracker, or one piece of bread, one cup of water, it gives you so much power that people could live, even in the horrible generation of the Holocaust. They could live 1 year, 2 years, 3, 4 years in the camps on a piece of bread, tiny piece of bread, and a cup of water a day. And it gave them so much power, because Midat Tova Merubah, one candle can illuminate the darkness so much that it doesn't matter how dark the situation is. If you bring, in the end, one cup of water, one word of Torah, one candle, you're going to change the world with that. So the strength of darkness, the thickness of darkness, the size of confusions, and the amount of distractions, it's all nothing compared to the beauty of truth that is already revealing in the world today. And it's already revealing. And if for you it's still hard to believe in that, for me it's very easy to believe in that, because I see it coming from the inside of my soul. That's where I see the beauty comes out to the world, from the inside of my own soul. I see it's coming out. I see how Hashem Yitbarach took me in my process of tshuva to stand in front of myself and to see the good that I have inside of myself, and that's it. And I couldn't see no good in myself when I was young, when I was a kid, when I was in my youth. I would see only negative and bad, and I was always judging myself and criticizing myself, and I was never happy. And even if I felt like I look good today, inside I felt horrible with how that I look, and I felt like always I'm faking, and I'm not really who that I am, and that I need to dress to look good, and I need to have a haircut to look good, and I need to shave my beard to look good, I don't know, or to grow my beard, or what. It was all a lie. It wasn't the inner beauty. And then when you have the inner beauty, so everyone that looks at him immediately, they're like Yosef HaTzadik, people are looking at him and they cannot stand his beauty. They have like the stories that we saw, things like that with tzaddikim. You see, Rav Berland in Uman, I remember a few years ago when he came to Uman, he cannot cross the street. Suddenly you hear like a storm is coming, wave. People are ready to die, and what you're going to achieve by dying like that? No, they have to touch him, they have to see him, and they're running, and they're running. Rav Shalom once said, he said, Am Yisrael are not stupid. If you see they're running after one righteous person, you should know there is something over there. They're not stupid. You see, Rabbi Nachman in Breslev in Rosh Hashanah, 40,000 people coming, and from 4 wings of the earth are running toward the Tziyun and pushing, and Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai in Lag BaOmer 600,000 people, more than 500,000 people coming to the Tzionah. There is no Hilula like that in the world. There is no reason in the world for Jews to gather like that, only in Bet HaMikdash. And you see in Lag BaOmer, thousands and thousands of people coming, like a central station. Thousands of people coming from all directions. No roads. They're coming between the trees, climbing. They see, the soul sees something over there. So when you suddenly feels the good that you have inside of yourself, the beauty of your soul, and it gives you the power to deal with whatever gonna come. You're not afraid anymore. You say, so what the enemies can do, how they can touch me, if they cannot touch my soul, if they cannot touch my inner justice, the truth that I have, that I hold from inside. So, and when I'm talking to you like that, and I'm sharing with you my inner search, my inner progress and process of development of purity, of itarut, of getting closer to Hashem and completing my tshuva and finding Hashem, and I see the results of my journey on your lives. I see that my life affects on your life, means that I'm suddenly became to be a certain light to each and every one of you to shine for you in your darkness, and then you take that and then you can shine to other people in their darkness. I mean, you come to the class, you hear it, you go home and you talk with your friends and family, and suddenly you can give them tips and advice, and then that light is spreading and spreading, and it's only because of my honesty with myself, my ability to stand in front of my own mirror. And you can come home, it's the birthday of your wife, you can buy her gifts in thousands of shekels or whatever, dollars or whatever, and she's gonna look at you and she's gonna tell you, you're a liar. You're a liar. You're faking. It's not the truth. You think you're gonna buy me with your expensive gifts? So if you're not a man of truth, you're gonna be very hurt and insulted, and you're gonna say, what does she want from me? I'm doing so much, and it's already hard, and I forgive her on her lackings. Why she cannot give me a break? Why she cannot accept it? Why she cannot be nice? It's because you're not looking for the truth. If you're gonna really search for the truth, you're gonna hear the insulting, and you're gonna try to understand why Hashem Yitbarach is rebuking you. And when you're gonna stand in front of yourself, in front of your own mirror, and you're going to do tshuva, and you're going to search for Hashem, you're going to find that really you just tried to lie today, and to avoid the real responsibility and the truth. And you try to plaster things that you're not dealing with, and that it would be a lot better to come and to say, I'm a liar, than to try to cover with another lie, and another lie, and another lie, to fake it like you're a man of truth. Be a man of truth and admit, say I'm a liar. It's going to be so great, it's going to be so nice, it's going to be so honorable. You're going to be so respected, so honored on those words that you just said, I'm a pathetic liar. I love myself so much. I'm busy in myself so much that I couldn't care less about you. And you can say it with tearing eyes, with a broken heart, and it's going to mean the world for your partner. It's going to mean so much for your partner, because now you just revealed first time in your life that you care about her, even to say the truth, that you don't care about her at all. And it's true, sometimes you need to be careful and not to say truth that's going to be too hard and too harsh, and you need to work with yourself and to understand. Now you're going to do tshuva and you're going to kill her. Now you're going to expose all of the truth and going to tell her how horrible you are, and how you, for sure it's also not the way. And for that you need to have a lot of hours of prayers. Please Hashem, teach me the truth, let me understand. Let me know how you want me to develop, how you want me to grow, how you want me to search for the truth. When should I admit and when should I hide? There are times that you should hide the truth, that it's better to cover the truth. Even Hashem Yitbarach is doing that. A lot of times you see that Hashem Yitbarach is covering the truth. Hashem is hiding His face from us. How come? Because there is a reason to do it sometimes. Okay, so Depends in how much truth you're going to have in your search of finding Hashem Yitbarach. That's how much Hashem Yitbarach going to shine on you. Because the seal of Hashem is truth. And if you search for the truth, you're going to find it. If you're going to search, like we spoke about that story of Rabbi Eliezer ben Orkanus, that he was a Baal Tshuva and he learned so much Torah in the end, and because he wanted the Torah, in the end his father came and heard him teaching, and he told him, his father came to him and told him, I came because I wanted to cut you off from my inherit, from the Yerusha, that you will not going to receive no money. And I wanted to give all of the money to your brothers because you went and you decided to learn Torah and they're still working with me in the business. So I decided that's why I came, to tell you that you're not going to receive nothing from my inherit, from the Yerusha, and I'm giving it all to your brothers. And now I'm telling you, Horkanus is saying to his son, Rabbi Eliezer ben Horkanus, he tells him, and now I decided that I'm not going to give them nothing, and I'm going to give it all to you. So Rabbi Eliezer ben Horkanus tells him, listen, father, if I would want money, silver and gold, Hashem would give me silver and gold. But I wanted Torah, so I'm sorry, I don't need your money. I rather to have the Torah, and that's what Hashem gave me, and I have the Torah already, so it's all okay. Keep the money, keep the change. I don't need it. Because you hold the Torah. So in the path, בדרך שאדם רוצה ללך מוליכין אותו, that you choose, they're going to lead you in that path. And if you want to save Am Yisrael, if for you the purpose, the goal is to bring salvation to Am Yisrael, they're going to give it to you. They're going to give it to you, even the thousands of righteous. You don't need to look to the side. So you're going to say, Rabbi Nachman also wanted that. Rabbi Levi Yitzchak Berditchovi also wanted that. All of the rabbis, the huge righteous people, Baal Shem Tov, they all wanted it. Yeah. Who cares about that? I don't care. So what? If they wanted, and it wasn't their job to bring down the complete salvation, the complete redemption. But it might be ours. If you're really going to want for it, and you're going to work for it, and you're going to sacrifice yourself for it, you're going to bring it. It's going to happen. The Baal Shem Tov had his share, and he received it. He brought down to the world the Chassidut. Rabbi Nachman in Breslev, he brought down the amounts of light that belonged to him. And every righteous person, every leader, every pure person brings down something to the world. That's his share. And we also have our share. And we also have our share. And we need to believe in our share. We need to believe in that. If I found myself coming to New York, to a place that is not familiar to me, and I was there and finding myself in front of 100 people, thirsty to hear words of Hashem, and they received it from me, and I found myself handing that wisdom to them, and I am sharing from my life experience. I'm not bringing down Torah from Mount Sinai. I'm not waving with the Gemarot that I learned, and I'm not doing no magics and no tricks. I'm just saying, don't give up. I'm just saying, believe in yourself. I'm just saying, you can find the light inside of your own soul. And people are crying, and people are waking up, and people are saying, wow, you're my rabbi from now on. And you need to see the emails that we're receiving from that trip to New York. Everything changed. So many more, the increase in the percentage of students that we have, so many more comments, and so many more people are connecting themselves to us, to the Emuna channel, to the Emuna project, and so many people finding themselves, and more, and we have so many more subscribers, and we just started. Don't forget, it's not 1 year that we're here in this center. And already you see that heaven is there is no borders, no limitations. That's it. And you see also that the world is small. You can be in New York today, and the next day you're here in Eretz Israel. Keep teaching and continuing everything. And you have millions of people that a few months ago I was dreaming how we're going to find them, where we're going to meet them, what we're going to do. And suddenly, another 50 people joined the WhatsApp group. And that's the way that it's going to keep on growing. And each and every one of us just need to jump with 2 legs into that stream, into that pure stream, and to give and to support and to help and to bring all of his talents into that system, into that movement that we're creating, that we're making it happen. And every one of us, people are printing Tikkun HaKlali, and people uploading videos in Colombia, in United States, in Canada. People are helping us around the world. People from Russia, people are connecting us and telling us we want to help, we want to support you and to help you. And you, what's going on? People translating the website now to German, and more things are growing and growing and developing. And you see that Hashem Yitbarach already took it from your hands, that your prayers already been accepted. You see that the horses are running in front of you. The pillar of fire, pillar of smoke is already cleaning the path for you and making the road comfortable for you. You just come and get it, come and do big things. And we see the souls are waking up. It's not about money, it's not about Torah even. It's all about to see those souls succeeding, waking up in their shul, in their bet knesset, and another person is doing chug bait, bringing people to learn with him Torah, Likutei Moharan and Likutei Halachot, and people are doing tshuva and sharing with the Facebook and sharing with the YouTube and continuing that light into other people's life, and that's the face of Geulah. That's it. That's the face of redemption. That's exactly what is going to happen. That's exactly how it's going to continue. Exactly how it's going to spread into thousands and millions of houses around the world. That's exactly how that it's going to happen. Because it's already happening now, today in the present. Because in the beginning I was sitting with 3 students, that one of them is still here. We were sitting, that Reuven Gidon, you see him? You see him? He's Zkan HaTalmidim. He's the oldest student. Yeah, Reuven and I were sitting together, him and me and David Bitton. We were sitting together, 3 of us sitting, trying to help me to learn English, that I'm going to be able to explain what we're learning. And we were sitting and talking and, opening another book. Yeah, that's how it all started. Me and David were sitting, and then Reuven came along and we sat together talking and learning together. That's it. They needed help to find themselves here in Eretz Israel, between the friends in the yeshiva. And I wasn't learning. I had time, so I didn't have a problem to sit with them. I was happy to help. And that's how it grew on. And more people came, and more people came, and more people came. And then we opened the Emuna channel in YouTube, and suddenly we have a website, and now we're expanding our activities more, and students around the world. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. The effect that you have in the world, and it all depends in your inner will. How much you want it, that's how much you're going to achieve it. If you want lust and desires, you're going to be wrapped with lust and desires. If you like confusions, you're going to have thousands of confusions. If you investigate and you like doubts and questioning, you're going to have those. You don't know, but what that you have is what you wanted to have. בדרך שבה אדם רוצה ללך מוליכין אותו, in the path that a person wants to walk in, they're leading him in that path. It's not only future hope. It's not only for the future, that if you're going to desire good things, you're going to reach them. It's also to wake you up that you are now in the place that you wanted to be. Even if you're wrapped with difficulties, even if you're going through a lot of hard, a lot of people hate themselves. A lot of people blame themselves. A lot of people wish bad things to happen to themselves. A lot of people are criticizing themselves and blaming themselves and crucifying themselves based on their own imaginations, based on mistakes. They think, I need to be punished, for sure I deserve bad things to happen. Okay, that happened to me because I was lying, that happened to me because I hurt that person. Instead of doing tshuva and clean yourself and move forward and run away to a better future, people are blaming themselves on their childhood, on their past, on things that happened. Don't forgive themselves and keep on blaming themselves. And okay, so you suffer. You want to suffer. Admit. It's hard maybe to admit. But we cannot twist Gemara. We cannot twist Mishnah. If the Mishnah is saying that the path that you're holding today, it's because of your will, you cannot argue with that. You wanted to reach that place that you're holding today with all of the good things that you achieved and also with the bad. It can be a kid that when he was 5 years old, he'd done something wrong, and his mother, she was so angry at him, and she couldn't handle her anger. And she told him, "You're a bad boy, you're evil, you ruined my life, you're this, I don't know what." And that kid will hate himself for the rest of his life because of those 5 minutes that his mother couldn't handle anger. And now, if he will not gonna have an inner effort, work with himself, to clarify, she was wrong. I wasn't so bad. Maybe I was also wrong. Maybe I sinned. Maybe I made a mistake. It's true, but it's not a reason to hate myself for the rest of my life. I remember that when I was 15 years old and my parents divorced, I was blaming myself as a kid on their divorce. I didn't have no connection to their divorce. Today, when I'm looking at it, no connection, nothing. I just suffered over there because of the weird relationship that they had. But I was, as a 15 years old kid, I was the one to be blamed. Why? Just because I had my self-pity and I wasn't thinking right. And I was too sad to deal with my emotions and I didn't know what to do with myself. And that was my way of falling to sadness, blaming myself on their divorce. Like I could help them somehow. I couldn't. I tried. I couldn't. But a person can drag that experience for the rest of his life, like he broke his parents' house. Based on what? Nothing. One time he was angry at his mother, so he didn't talk to her nice. He was screaming at his mother, okay, it's a sin, okay, it's a mistake. And then the father came, and the father and the mother started to fight between themselves because they have their own issues. And now he's gonna blame himself because if he wouldn't scream at his mother, so his father and his mother wouldn't fight. It's nonsense. It's not true. It's true. You done something wrong. You were not supposed to fight with your mother. Do tshuva on that, not on their divorce. Their divorce is not connected at all to the fact that you made your mother angry and that your father was screaming at her, even if he used you now to have another reason for the fight. And I'm talking about something that haven't happened in my house, just not to connect it, because really, I never saw my parents fighting. They weren't fighting. They just didn't know how to communicate. That was the problem. But I'm just giving an example to how you can blame yourself on the divorce of your parents, on the destruction of I don't know what, because you were there. It's not a reason. People blaming themselves on that I don't know what happened to them, second generation, on the sorrow that they caused their parents when their parents are first generation to the Holocaust. The Holocaust happened before you came to the world, and now you thought, because your parents, they had hopes that you're going to be the one that's going to help them to cheer up their lives, but you weren't never meant to be. It was never meant to be. You don't have the ability to fix the Holocaust. You cannot fix the Holocaust. You can understand it. You, a little kid, 5 years old, not supposed to fix the Holocaust. Okay, kilo. And now, because you haven't made it, because your mother, she died after 50 years and she still was hurt from the Holocaust, so now you're going to blame yourself that you haven't helped your mother. And you're going to hate yourself and not going to get married, and you're going to be 50 and 60 and 70 and keep on blaming yourself on the fact that you brought you haven't helped your mother to recover from the Holocaust. It's crazy. So you need to have a point of truth to stand in front of yourself and to say, I'm not supposed to fix the Holocaust. I'm not able to do it. It's not my job. It was never my job. It never meant to be. Even if someone expected me to, even if someone really wanted me to, okay, I understand her will. I understand their need. Okay, everything is understandable, but also the fact that I need to live is important. My father wanted me to be so successful. My brother wanted me to be a lawyer. Okay, so now he's sad and frustrated that I'm not. Nice. Okay, what can I do with that? I'm sorry, I wanted to do tshuva, I wanted to believe in Hashem, I wanted to be a believer, I wanted to pray, I wanted to go to mikveh, to springs, to Mayanot, to deep, I wanted to talk to Hashem, I wanted to meditate, I wanted to think about the letters, the holy letters of Jewish language, Safa Ivrit, I wanted to find myself. What can I do? I need now to run hotels with my father because that was his dream. Am I his slave or his son? Even as a slave, I can supposed to be set after 7 years of slavery. So let me go. And you need to have that point of truth sometimes to stand in front of your parents and to stand in front of your wife and to stand in front of your own fears and to stand in front of your children. Okay, you have children and they need you. Oh, but you cannot die. You're not supposed to die. Even for your children. You should give everything you can. But if you're going to die, it's not going to help your children. So if you need to do your 1 hour Hitbodedut, you have to do your 1 hour Hitbodedut. It's true, 1 hour Hitbodedut cannot come exactly in that. You need to think how also to להתחשב, to take them in your, to calculate them into your day, and also from the other side, to calculate yourself also, your needs. You need to eat. Okay. You're doing everything for everyone, and then you come at 10 at night to the house, and you're starving, and you're sad and depressed and broken, and you can be very happy. And one meal in the afternoon, 30 minutes of eating falafel, shawarma, pizza, it would straight up all of your day, and you don't give yourself that half an hour, and you have to. And you have to demand that half an hour. So that half an hour, don't spread it on 3 hours, beer and cigarette and chit-chat with your friends and thousands of other nonsense that really are not required. But at least you need to be a man of truth, a person of truth. And to find the truth, your inner truth. I need to eat. I need to drink. If I want to succeed spiritually, I need to have certain amount of hours that I'm sleeping every day. And if I don't have those hours, I know that the next day is going to be a disaster because I need those hours. I'm sorry. I want to help you, my dear wife. Please help me to help you and help me to, and please understand that I need to go to sleep at 9. It's hard, I know. You need me until 10. I don't know how to deal with it. Let's talk about it. I will pray. But yesterday when I went to go at 10, and 10 wasn't 10, it was 10:30, and 10:30 was actually 11:15, and in the end I went to sleep at 12, it killed me, so I don't know what to do. I do want to help you, let's talk about it. And go and talk about it with yourself. And see how you're going to fix your day, and calculate your moves, and bring and all of your right understandings into the picture. I spoke last week with a certain person, and that conversation really shaked me, really affected me, someone very important in my life. And that conversation really shook me. I was so confused. And then in Shabbos morning, I said to myself, before of everything, I woke up early, I said, before of mikveh, before of first minyan shacharit, before of everything, you do 1 hour hitbodedut because you need to solve that situation. You need to fix it with yourself. You need to restart your brain, to bring it back to function, back to order, to think right. And I just reviewed all of my conversation with him from the beginning till the end. And I said, okay, on that, I agree with him. He's right. Maybe I need to do tshuva on that. Maybe I need to pray. Maybe I'll find what to do. Okay. Second part of that conversation. With that, I disagree with him. I have my own thoughts about that. I think he's wrong. I think that the way that he's presenting things is not right for me. Do I feel complete with that? Or maybe I feel that he's right. Maybe I was wrong. And I was investigating and thinking deep into the depths of that situation. And when I finished thinking about all of that conversation that I had with him, I stayed clean with myself. I felt comfortable. Nothing changed. In the reality, nothing changed. Just I know exactly where I'm standing. I know exactly where I am standing in that situation. I know who I am, who I want to be, who I feel complete to be, who I wish to be, what I want to achieve, on what I regret maybe, what I need to do tshuva maybe. But first of all, I came back to myself. Because that conversation, as good as it could look For me, it was a disaster. Emotionally, it shaken me. It took my stability and it shook me. But now, after I thought about it, and I was cutting it to pieces, dividing it to mamash, until I came to all of my truth, to who that I am in every part of that conversation. And then when I came to that, no problem anymore. No problem. It's all just like never happened. I know who I am. I know what I want to do. I know what I should achieve. And my goals and my intentions are pure. And when you know who you are, you don't know who is your Yetzer Hara. Rav Shalom once, for long years, he was saying to us, a person needs to know who he is. Da'at mekomcha. You should know where you're standing. So he said that a lot of years he was saying to the person, you should know how dangerous you can be. It means you should know what your Yetzer Hara is. And means don't imagine to yourself like you're a prince, like you're an angel, like everything is great with you. And you should know that you can lie. You should know that you can do things against the truth. That you can do things that won't be so straight. You should be aware to yourself. Okay, so, and then a few years ago he came and he said, I'm doing tshuva. I made tshuva that I taught you like that. That's not the right way to think. You don't need to say. When you ask, where am I standing? You don't need to say, where is my Yetzer Hara standing? It's a mistake. He admitted on his mistake, on teaching us like that we should compare to ourselves that the level that we're holding, it's the risk of the Yetzer Hara. It's not me. He said, you should know where you're standing, that you have a soul, that you're a pure soul, that you're a holy soul. Now you have Yetzer Hara, great, but it's not who that you are. I hope I understand. I explained myself enough. When you're dealing with knowing where you're holding, it's not what your spiritual level is. It's who are you, first of all. You should know who you are. And you are a soul. And now, as a soul, you have difficulties. You have Yetzer Hara. Great, go fight, go deal, go do tshuva, do whatever, learn about it, pray for it, whatever you need. But know who you are means that you're good, not that you're bad. So when you're judging yourself all of the time according to the difficulties, to your Yetzer Hara, to your weaknesses, to your bad attributes, to whatever you go through in life, it's not true, because that's not who you are. Those are your difficulties, that's your environment, that's your body, those are your weaknesses. Great, but it's not you. You are that good soul that lives inside. You are those goodwill. So when you complete your tshuva, when you do tshuva, like I told you just now, gave you an example, bringing up my hitbodedut in front of you to see how you should do hitbodedut. You go into the details. When you're going to search until the end in that situation, you're going to investigate why it was bothering. He told me that I was bad. He told me that I was good. He told me that it was nice. He told me that I wasn't so polite. Whatever I heard about myself, why it disturbed me, why it makes me afraid, why it makes me so stressed, why I need it so much and I love it and I want more from it. Why? Who am I? Why is it affecting me like that? When you do hitbodedut like that, and you're going to search all of the way until the end, you're going to find yourself. You're going to find the good that you are. You're going to find your soul and how your soul reacts to situations. In the end of that investigation, what that you're going to find is going to be the good, going to be your soul, you're going to be your neshama, your spiritual being, the truth. And the truth is that it's all good, that it's all Hashem, that you're good, that you're a soul of Am Yisrael, that you're a soul of Hashem, that you're Chelek Eloka Mimal, part of God. And that's the real truth. On that truth, there are a lot of coverings, a lot of masks, a lot of windows, curtains that are blocking the light and don't let your soul shine. But if you investigate and you say, no, that's a wall, that's not me, I'm going to break that wall, and you penetrate and you go inside and you say, okay, no, that's also not me, that's the living room. Who lives in that house? Where am I? Where's the honor? Okay, I see a table, I see difficulties, I see fears, I see anxieties, I see stress, I see lack of confidence, lack of self-esteem. You don't believe in yourself. You don't appreciate yourself. Okay, great, I see. But who am I behind all of those? When you're gonna see that, and you're really gonna have that moment that the fog went to the sides, the clouds went away, and you see the brightness of your soul, you're gonna be so amazed to find yourself that you're gonna understand that that's the search of your life. That you have to set your soul free. You're going to see the beauty of your pnimiut, of your inside, of who that you are, Emet, inside. That little kid that was running, that was just playing, and he was just hoping to have a good time and enjoying life. And I'm not talking about sitting and learning Gemara and memorizing Mishnayot by heart. Want to fish, want to play hide and seek, want to climb, and want to play with a ball, and want to eat candies. It's allowed, it's good. That's the life of a child. That's how it's supposed to be. That's who that you were, and it was very cute. That's how you want your children to be also. You don't need them to learn Gemara when they're 3. Okay, when they will start having that desire to purchase knowledge, okay, so give it to them from the holy side. Give it the wisdom of the Gemara. Great, teach them with kosher rabbis and holy pure tutors and mentors that's gonna guide them. Great, whatever, Chabad, Breslev, Litvish, cook, whatever you want. You can cook it as much as you want, but first of all, the first stage is, it's himself, that he's hungry and he's tired, and it's okay to be hungry as a baby, as a kid. It's okay to be tired, to be lazy, to want someone to pat you, to love you, to say good words, to hug you, it's okay. It doesn't need to be something else. And when you're going to realize that you were also just that innocent, that you were just searching for love, you just needed someone to love you, to appreciate you, to hug you, to support you, and that's who you are. Just someone that looks for love, just someone that wants to be appreciated, someone that wants to do good, someone that wants to help. It's amazing. That's already righteous. That's already that righteous man that we're talking about. He's just still that one. When you look on the faces of righteous people, you can always say, look like, they say, they look like a baby. They're innocent, they're pure. Like the Gemara is saying that when a person have a face like an angel, a face like a baby, it means that he never sinned. And he's 70, 80, 100 years old, and he's got the face of a baby. Why? Because he haven't sinned. So when you're going to complete your tshuva, means that you're going to understand who you are. Means that all of the fog, all of the darkness is going to move to the side. And you're going to find your soul, who that you really are. And you're going to find Chaim, you're going to find Abraham. Everyone's going to find himself. You're not going to find someone else. You're not going to find a tzaddik. No, you're going to find that tzaddik. You're going to find the tzaddik that you are, that tzaddik. You're going to find that baby, that innocent, the simplicity of life. You're going to find a will to live, a will for peace, a will for love, a will for kindness, for good things, for enjoying, for being happy. It's righteous enough for me, I don't need more than that. If all of us just going to be that kid, it's perfect. That's it. Zeu. Thank you very much. Chazak Baruch. Oh, it's such a perfect day.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Obi from the Emuna channel here in Jerusalem. Subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to us. It means a lot to Rav Dror. So show me some love. Show Rav Dror some love. Subscribe to the channel. We post new videos almost every single day. Awesome classes like this. If you have any questions on the classes you just watched, or just other questions that you have, or comments that you want to tell us, post them in the comments below. And we do a question and answer session every single week. So we'll either answer your question in that on video, or we'll make sure to get you an answer. And of course, check out emunachannel.com. Awesome website where we have tons more inspirational content. We have videos, blogs, music, and all sorts of cool stuff. So get involved over there at emunachannel.com, and we'll see you in the comments.